In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get...
How you doing, David? What's up? Go ahead, I got a relationship question for you.
Go ahead, I'm here.
All right, so I'm on the East Coast, New York, right? I've been...
Both sides of the table. Cook it in the oven.
Okay, with this girl, West Coast.
Okay.
Washington.
This whole planet belongs to me.
The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Oh, shoot.
He'll return. So NC State's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
Whoa, whoa. See? Hold on.
They pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Thank you.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week. They got 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Down.
Bro, did y'all just see? Look at. He didn't even put a move on you.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tar Heels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now are pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Oh, I was about to just go there.
Big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man, in college football, that was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there.
Thank you.
Really nice job there by the runner on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Mung. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Oh!
And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense got it.
Please tell me that's touchdown.
Touchdown, Tar Heel. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball. what
Thank
the
you.
defense did.
Thank you.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The scoop and score.
Oh, shoot, this all I thought I had my headphones plugged in. Shoot. All right, I thought I had my headphones plugged in the whole time. I got them on, didn't even.
And they did. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense heading to the field. They'll snap. From the gun, running back gets to give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson.
He caught that.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
She won't.
Looking to throw it again. Time to take a shot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
They couldn't connect on second.
Come on, y'all. Put the clamps on him.
3rd and 9.
Get the stop.
From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hand.
Yes!
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now we're setting up 4th down.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. To be successful and productive on that.
So white man runs the football.
Less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Offense gets set for 2nd down. One man in the backfield.
Look at that.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Oh, shoot.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back.
Dang.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh!
It's Green. Open space at the 25.
Yo, I thought that was a pick.
Exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Passes
We'll take a
with
quick
the
break
things
here.
you
2 minutes
say.
to play in the first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Oh, I knew it. I knew he was going to drop his shoe.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Oh, no. What in the world? Thank God this got hit.
He released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending.
Let's play some defense, y'all.
Be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and work.
Thank you.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off.
For the sake, yo, just come on, go down.
It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can...
Has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then he's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing. Power football with the run.
Ah, dang, he cannot.
Tackle and wrap up from the junior. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Green. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
Oh, shoot, just the angle that we got.
The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard on
Let's go.
to work and put 6 on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be. I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field.
He was about to get sacked.
And I think that's conversation.
I wish we would have sacked him too, right there.
Like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off time, and a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's how we want to end the first half.
Here, time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today, all the animosity and flat-out.
Give me that ball back.
With a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot.
I should have let
Nice
that ball
job
go.
by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making.
Oh, I thought we was going to at least get to the first.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same.
Listen, what the freak I got going on?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Passing on
I
Nate.
love when the players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Oh, let's smoke this gas.
Set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around. Jesse has been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
Fourth and inches.
Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
I smoke broccoli.
He'll sneak it.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know it's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
There we go.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the
I almost called a timeout because of that. Shoot.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
I'm a fireball. Let's get this first. Oh, you Jesus got blown up.
That'll be a loss of 3.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
I trust my defense.
Defense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he
hit him.
The ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint.
Oh, they decided to run. What?
Not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Ooh, I probably should have heard me call the timeout for the...
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll off one deep down the left side.
Yup, told y'all I trust my defense.
Down, and man, did they need to keep that.
That's what I'm talking about.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The back goes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
First, never
The
work.
first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This offense has a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Jesus. Man, it got blown up.
That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going.
There we go.
As they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Gets it out fast.
Uh-huh.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State quick to the line. He'll throw on third down. Oh, he's going to try to get
that's weak.
And he's got it at the 15.
Oh, thank God. At least you stopped him right there,
They're
shoot.
able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone.
You just stared at him.
Touchdown, NC State. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
Momentum is such a big thing.
Come on, y'all. We still got this, though.
Of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're
Awesome to say so. You might be gone.
They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few points.
There you go. There you go.
They really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh, oh no. Clock's still running? Yeah, thank you.
They needed, and he's out to the 43. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
And he'll find enough running.
There you go, 3rd and inches.
That's short of midfield at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll go to the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And that's game.
And the defense finally makes the stop.
Let's go.
Sweet run and good gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's how you do it.
Takes a knee.
Yup.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat
You end the season with a winning record. That's what I'm talking about. Got some momentum going into next year.
I do know this is an upset.
And we got a bowl game.
But you got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build.
That's what I'm talking about.
One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a
That's how you do it.
pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the underranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another.
And I think NC State was ranked too. And I think I wonder if they was in the playoffs. I hope so, because they probably got knocked out now.